Hello, fellow sim racers. This is Sim Racer, and in today's episode, we're going to race the Tatuus F.3 T318 at Imola. They respond very nicely to being thrown around. Oh boy. I'm just so terribly slow at the starts. 32 car field, maximum number of cars that you can have for this track on the AI. Oh, and it looks like we've got our first obligatory caution, maybe not. Everybody stacks up going into the first chicane. Oh, there we go. Whoa, 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 oh no! Oh, if I left parts, there's parts strewn across the track. If I lost my wing, I'm in trouble. And that was a hard impact. Oh, somebody's going upside down. Woo! Oh, we're just off to a dandy start here, as the field is really playing derby destruction, or whatever that's called. So, hopefully I didn't lose any parts. I have my damage model set to invulnerable, so hopefully when I smack into somebody like I did, it doesn't do me any damage. I'm able to continue to race. You know, later on in these games, if I ever get to the point where I can actually be somewhat skilled in these things, I can change the damage model to be more realistic. But for now, the idea is to have fun. And of course I don't want to throw out any comparisons yet, but why not? I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Is for sim racers to constantly discuss and talk about the various sims that are out there. And I myself, along with everyone else, are waiting for the release in iRacing of their new damage model, along with AI. Hopefully someday we're actually going to get that. And I should be able to start catching the field here. Well, I'm in position 28. You can see that in the upper left-hand corner, thanks to those crazy first lap cautions or incidents where a couple of cars found themselves being taken out. So hang on there with me. My AI is not that strong. Well, it's fairly strong though. I mean, it's when I actually get to an AI car and attempt to pass it, it puts up a good fight. And I'm not sure if that's because my skill level sucks, or if what I really suspect is that it's pretty good AI. I mean, it's going to give you, at least it has so far in the races I've done at the setting I'm at, puts up a good fight. So we're here, we are, we're only at, okay, we're completing lap 2, and I'm closing in on the field. I do like the physics on the driving characteristics in rFactor2. It's just get in the car and race. I suppose you can muck around with the settings and you know, create a good setup, but Geez, I've always just found that just getting in the car and going, and the setup works really well. So now comes the real fun of trying to make a legitimate racing pass. Well, obviously when I ran into the back of that car, it did not inflict any damage. Of course, in real life, that would have taken the front of the car right off. Certainly the front piece. So, I don't know if anybody's been following along, but I've been racing the Lotus 79 and I racing for credits. Oh, look at that! We got two cars that are coming out of the pits. Oh, no! Oh, jeez. Oh! I've got a car that's on top of me. Well, how in the world does a guy end up on top of me and then drag races me and beats me to the turn? Oh boy. Well, alright. So apparently we had some cars. Oh, look at that, right on his side. Let's see if I can get him here. Oh, he's staying right with me. Oh. Oh, alright. Beat him to the turn. Whoa. Might want to shift gear there, huh? So yeah, right about now you're probably figured out that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Well, a lot of the races are that way for me. I just... not very good. But it sure is fun. I mean, that's why we do this. Of course, the Lotus 79 group and I racing, that's a serious bunch of dudes. And I love that car. I'm enjoying this car, too. Well, let's see, I'm back to position 28. So far I've slammed into the back of the car. I've had a car that rode up on top of my protective device. I don't know what they call this. I don't really like it. It's really kind of... it's hard to see. I just, why don't they just go to the clear canopies? Good heavens, you can still see the driver. Driver's going to be protected. Of course, maybe F1 doesn't want to admit that the unlimited hydroplane groups have that pioneered the use of the I believe it was the F.3 fighter canopy, one of those. That another form of racing could have achieved being miles ahead of F1 in safety. And of course that is in your unlimited... Whoa, this is not good. Ah, I didn't mean to T-bone him. Oh boy. Uh-oh, let's see if I can block him. Oh! Two cars right behind me. Oh, position 26. That's the beach area I was talking about. I have a tendency to end up in it. Anyway, back to your unlimited hydroplanes. For years, of course, they pioneered the F-16. I think that's what they're using, the F-16 canopy. And I don't believe they've had a fatality in unlimited hydroplane racing since they incorporated the use of the canopy. They've had some serious injuries, but I don't believe they've had any deaths. So, of course, F1, I guess, it's they've got a, I guess it's an ego thing or a pride thing or an elitism thing that how in the world could a bunch of Americans that are driving boats at excess of 240 miles an hour on water have possibly anything to be able to provide to F1 racing. Well, I got news for you, they do. So this protective device that they've got on here is really hokey. Well, does it work? I'm sure it does. In fact, actually, I was watching one F1 race, and a driver did avoid serious injury because of the halo. Parts of another car came directly down onto the halo, and if it wasn't for the halo, it would have been onto the driver's head. Oop, there I'm in the beach. Well, let's see if we can go catch a car here. But anyway, back to the canopy issue. Get rid of this ugly halo and just all the open wheel cars just go to the canopy. And the drivers are going to like it because they're going to be able to see. Well, I can see some cars up there ahead. Oh, we'll have to. Oh, goodness. Might help if I could actually shift the car timely. This F3 car's got kind of a bit of a throaty sound to its engine. Not that high squeal or high pitched whine that you get with your current F1 cars. Of course, everybody hates the 6s or the V6s or whatever they're running. There's just no sound appeal compared to, oh jeez, oh no. Oh, geez. That's not good. Am I even running here? Okay. Well, this race, as you can see, is pretty much butchered. And I'm 7 laps into it. Obviously not one of my better stellar races. And if someone was, a sim racer was trying to demonstrate the really remarkable driving characteristics and behavior of the Tatuus F.3 car, you would not want to point them to this video. But if you want to have some laughs, well then definitely point him to this and say, hey, you gotta go watch this nut try and race around Imola. Jeez, I don't know what the hell. But I've got this theory about racing. any form of racing, that there's got to be somebody. There has to be somebody that's going to be dead last, you know, or that's going to... Oh, jeez. It's not very good. I mean, you can't have a first place winner if you don't have a loser, right? Oh, I hate this beach. Did I legitimately pass anybody? I don't think I did. Wow. Car really has a tremendous amount of grip. And if you're still with me, I've always thought and felt that the iRacing cars are pretty slippery. Difficult to feel any real traction with them. Feels like you're on ice skates with almost most of the iRacing cars. That's just me. I don't see anybody ahead. There's nobody behind me. So, I guess I'm just in no man's land right now. Oh, I just constantly overdrive that turn. Well, folks, this is enough pain. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the race because why not? If nothing else, just get some practice laps in with this F3 car, and we'll try another race at another point in time. But you may have already had your fill of humor, and you know, if you want to bag out, that's fine. So I'll give at this point I'll give you my usual sign off, which is, hey, may all your sim racing endeavors be fun, and enjoy all of your sim racing endeavors. I can't even remember the way I was saying it. But anyway, yeah, may all your sim racing pursuits be enjoyable. Because after all, that's what we do it for. Alright, I'm not going to overdrive this turn. I'm actually going to slow down for it. Nothing else, just to prove that I can actually get around that turn without ending up in the beach. Well, I still ended up in the beach. Wow. What an absolute disaster. Oh, look at that. If you're still with me, there's a car up ahead. Oh, I only got one more lap to go, so I highly doubt that I'm a threat to this guy that's up ahead here. Nice thought to think I might be able to catch somebody. Oh, jeez. Well, there's going to be better days, better races. Just today's not one of them. So I think, yeah, mercilessly, oh jeez. We've got one more lap to go. We're on the final lap, folks. What a mess. Guess I'm gonna have to practice with this car. Maybe it was a little naive of me to think that I could just go out and do 5 laps in the car and then jump into a race and have any kind of decent result. Whew. But hey, I hope you've enjoyed this sim racer episode, and I think I'm going to try this again. Maybe a different track. I don't know. The same car. We'll see how it goes. Maybe even this track. But one thing is for sure. This race was horrible. Alright. Down to the finish line. Okay, there you go. We managed to get 26th. Hey, this is Sim Racer. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.